Welcome to the breakdown. I'm your host, Diane Rembert, avid reader, award-winning literary blogger, and the founder of Diamond's Literary World, which is my footprint in the literary industry. We are still doing the 30 books in 90-day book challenge, as well as any other challenge that you may be doing coinciding with this. I'm going to do something a little different today, overdosing on my fellow booktubers, just getting some ideas of what they've been reading, and just enjoying their reviews. And I come to realize, Diane, you're a little behind on your reading. There are some books out there that people are talking about that you've never read. So I'm putting myself on the hot seat today, and I'm going to tell you about some of the more popular books that people are constantly talking about that I haven't read yet. Number one is actually an author, not a book per se, but an author. I am too ashamed to tell you guys that I've never read a book by Toni Morrison. However, let me just put a disclaimer here. Everyone that I'm going to talk about today, I have their books in my library. Trust me, I just haven't gotten to them yet. So I have never read a book by Toni Morrison. I've heard so many people talk about this book. My daughter and I actually said we're going to read it together before we watch the movie, because that's another disclaimer that I want to give you guys. I don't like to watch the movie before I read the book unless I find out that there's a book after I've watched the movie. Okay? So we have not read The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. Now, I did start it, but what happened was my daughter she got overwhelmed, if you will, with some things, some projects she was working on for school. She was a senior, and so this is something that we wanted to do together. And because time did not permit, I put it down. But it's something that we are going to do. I can't wait to tell you guys about not only The Hate You Give, but the sequel, which is The Come Up. I am the proud owner of both. Next, because I can't say third, so I'll just say next. I have not read An American Marriage by Tyori Jones. Met this young lady. I've heard her speak. I love her books. I just have not read An American Marriage yet, but I will. Again, you guys hold me accountable. I'm putting myself in the hot seat. This one, I think a few of my friends know, and there is a reason behind this one. So many people are talking about the Ethics series by New York Times bestselling author Ashley Antoinette. I have not delved into it. I own every book. I even own The Butterfly, book one of the Butterfly series. I have not started that series yet because everybody keeps telling me once you start one, you're going to keep going. And I need to catch up on some other things before I devote my time to the Ethics series. I already know I love Ashley's writing. They're telling me this is her best yet. So it's coming, guys. It's coming. The Ethics series. We have Children of Blood and Bone. And I have to be in a certain mind space in order to read certain books. And I believe that this book is going to be one of them. So I have not read Children of Blood and Bone yet. It is on my list. The next book is by a phenomenal woman who I've had the honor of seeing in person. And she has a Netflix series out, which I refuse to watch because I have not read the book. And I'm talking about Becoming by our forever First Lady, Michelle Obama. I've heard so much about it. After hearing Michelle speak Oh my God, I wanted to read it that much more. But at the time, I think I was caught up in some other stuff. Um, and so I have not read it yet. It's coming. It's definitely coming. Now, please do not revoke my card. You guys know what card I'm talking about when I say the name. I have all of his books. I think I have all of them. I have a collection of his books. I just have never read anything by Mr. Donald Goines. I hear so much about him as an author. I have never read anything. As a matter of fact, I have a book pulled out to be read probably before the end of 2020. And if you want to know what the book is, so again, you can hold me accountable. We're talking about Dope Fiend by the one and only Mr. Donald Goines. I want you guys to know that I was just introduced to so many authors at a young age, and I just, you know, go with the flow sometimes, and nobody around me was reading Donald Goines. But as I've gotten older, everybody talks about Donald Goines. So I'm going to read one of his books, and I can't wait to tell you my thoughts on this phenomenal author, because I know that you guys wouldn't tell me anything different. The last book that I'm going to talk about today is by an author that everyone talks about. There is a movie that I recently found on YouTube, here on YouTube, and I said I have to read the book before I watch the movie. It's Their Eyes Were Watching God by Zora Neale Hurston. Now, in case you guys didn't know, yes, the movie is here on YouTube. I will post the link in the comment section. And I can't wait to tell you guys what I think about that one, because it looks amazing. And so there you have it. I told you I was bringing myself to the hot seat today because I want you guys to hold me accountable for the books that I have not read yet. And the list is still growing. Believe me, but that's just the ones that I wanted to bring with you all that I think I want to delve into, like I say, before I even think about some of the other ones that I haven't read yet that many of you have. So there you have it. Thank you guys for taking the time to watch the video. Thank you for leaving your comments. Tell me where I should start. Please don't let it be a series, because that may take a lot of time. So which book do you recommend that I start with? Let me know so that I can bring it to the forefront and that I can talk to you guys about it. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Welcome to all new subscribers. I hope that you found something here that will appeal to you. Check out my previous videos, because I love talking books. I love talking books, and I love to hear your feedback. With that being said, you guys, oh, one more thing I want to shout out. He is such a phenomenal author, but he's more than an author to me. He is a brother. Shout out to Novelist Blacktop for creating this shirt for me. Diamond's Literary World. I'm not sure if he's still making apparel. I know he's making masks. And when I come back and talk about one of his books, I think I'm going to show you his mask with all of his book covers on it. How ingenious. But anyway, shout out to him for making my shirt. And until next time, happy reading and be blessed.